Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the #1 wrestling talk show in the whole entire world. This is Ringside with Gio to bring you your Tuesday night Smackdown live review. And yes, we're dropping back-to-back bangers like the 98-99 New York Yankees. Shout out to the boy Derek Jeter. Y'all already know, chase for 28. We're coming. We're coming. Yankees going to take it all this year, hopefully. I will be doing a preview and predictions for the MLB playoffs, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let me get back on track, and I always do this. And first off, let me check if my green screen's okay, because like I jumped out of my chair. I'm not sure. Everything's good. All right, everything's good. Thank God. All right, so after a recap of Bayley's heel turn from Monday, Bayley comes out to a chorus of boos. Bayley says that everyone has something to say about what happened. Bayley says that her friendship with Sasha is what got her to be a champion. Nothing has changed. She is trying to lift people up and give others opportunities. Ever since she is trying to make the WWE Universe feel what she felt when she was a fan. Bayley says she's the hero and the role model, and to show the kids what it means to be loyal. Then she says how she couldn't turn her back on Sasha, that she was doing like the right thing, and like how they're trying to put the Smackdown Women's Division on the map. Bayley always giving opportunities, always opening doors. And then Charlotte Flair comes out, and Bayley's like, "You're selfish." You know, she's calling Charlotte selfish. And Charlotte says she's the queen of selfishness, and she doesn't care what Bayley says. And she also brings up how she wouldn't really go behind someone's back like how Bayley did, but Charlotte's done that in an abundance a lot of times. Attention to detail, logic gap on that one. And yeah, Sasha Banks comes out. You can hear the music. She comes out. She's coming down the ramp, and Charlotte looks at her. And Charlotte was actually very smart here. I thought the idiot of the night was going to go to Charlotte, because if I was Charlotte, I would have done the same thing. Go after Bayley, because you already know you're going to be handicapped in a 2-on-1 situation. Might as well have a chance. But at the end, that doesn't work for Charlotte. Just 2 against 1 is not really going to work in her favor. So Flair tackles Sasha to the ground, but Bayley hits Charlotte with a steel chair. Bayley hands Sasha the chair, and Banks begins to lay out Charlotte. Sasha hands the chair back to Bayley, and the hugger hits Charlotte again. Excuse me here for a second. So, next here is Ali versus Elias. What a match. This was probably, in my opinion, like how last night was Baron Corbin's best main roster match yet on WWE. Last night was, excuse me once again. Last night was Elias's probably one of his best matches on the main roster. He did deliver a great one with Roman Reigns. I think it was about a year or 2 ago, but this was also one of his better matches on the main roster. Elias should have not won. Elias wins via pinfall after a drift away. The match was very competitive, but Ali misses with a 450 splash leading to the finish. So yeah, I don't know why WWE has this thing of a lot of times during matches, the babyface's knee or his leg is going to be like the main target of the whole entire match. And then they're limping throughout the match, and they can't do a certain type of move. You already know what's coming. It's so predictable. And as soon as I saw Ali hurt his knee, I'm like, all right, he's going to lose. Because like now this is going to cost him his match. And it's the same thing. Like, if you're just going to have him lose, just have him lose clean already. Like, it's the same thing every time with the knee, or the shoulder. We saw it 2 weeks ago with Cedric Alexander with his knee. Well, last week with his knee against Cesaro. It gets to a point that if you're just going to continue doing it, doesn't make sense. You're just recycling that same thing. And Elias wins. Another thing that's not right. So Ali, he goes for the 450 splash. He misses. And Elias takes advantage of the fact that Ali kind of landed on his leg. And he picks up Ali's leg, like if he was going to go for like, I don't know. Like if it was Kurt Angle, you know, picking up the ankle. Ali tries to reverses it, tries to kick him in the face. Elias reverses, gets under the kick. Picks him up, goes for the drift away, 1, 2, 3, and Ali actually delivered a super kick in this match. That was devastating. So Elias jumps from the top turnbuckle all the way to the outside of the ring, and Ali catches him with a super kick. And another thing, attention to detail. Why is Ali picking up Elias and trying to put him back in this match? Like, this guy Elias is knocked out cold. Just go back in the ring, let the referee count to 10. If he makes it in, he makes it in. But why put him back in? You're giving him a chance. So, but yeah, like I was saying, Elias winning is such a wrong decision. The King of the Ring tournament is meant for guys like Ali, Cedric Alexander, Andrade Cien Almas, Chad Gable, Ricochet, not guys like Baron Corbin, Elias. It just doesn't, The Miz, it doesn't make sense. Why is Elias winning this? I don't know. He's going to be fighting, well, I'll get to that later in a bit also, on what I thought about the Chad Gable and Cien Almas match. But yeah, Elias wins, wrong decision. Hate to see it. On my end, I don't know if you guys are happy to see that, but it's okay. I'll respect your decision. I'm cool with it, whatever. And next here was a Samoa Joe the Samoa Joe backstage interview. So, backstage, Joe says that last night was a mild inconvenience. He says his path of destruction will lead to his victory. He is at Smackdown Live because he is scouting the competition, and that everyone will bend the knee and call him king soon enough. Joe, of course, wants... You know, the thing with Joe is that he delivers these promos, but it's kind of reminding me now sometimes of, you know, you're getting in Dolph Ziggler territory or Bray Wyatt. Remember when Bray Wyatt every time would deliver these promos, then lose? Same thing with Ziggler, losing. It's like, you know, if Joe's going to continue to do this, he has to start winning. Because it's going to get to a point that he's going to do these promos and he's just going to lose, and we're going to look at him as a loser, and we're eventually not going to be doing the Joe chants, and he's just going to come out, lose, and his character's slowly going to die down, momentum slowly going to go away, it's going to die down, and nobody's going to care. It just doesn't make sense. So, I always love to see a Samoa Joe promo, but he has to start winning. And yes, he has done very good throughout the tournament. He has been winning. Lately, they have been doing really good with him, but they have to keep that up. You can't just have him now lose next week. Because if he loses next week, this promo meant nothing. Meant absolutely nothing at all. And what he did before in the King of the Ring tournament means nothing. Nothing. So next year, of course, was the Aleister Black segment. He's backstage saying how he's basically like, if nobody's going to come to me, I'm going to come to them. It's time to end this. It's time. So I like the fact that Aleister actually came out this time and went after the competition and wasn't like waiting. Like that had to end, and they did that good. But I'm tired of the Aleister Black thing, being backstage every time, waiting for competition. If not, then he's going to go out. Have this guy in the ring. Why was he not in the King of the Ring tournament, I ask? Why? You should have replaced this guy with, you should have replaced Elias, as a matter of fact, with Aleister Black. Aleister Black, in my opinion, is one of the top wrestlers in this industry. This guy's a beast. Now, as you can see in the beginning of the videos, I put Seth, Sasha, Becky, and Drew. The reason why I put those 4 people are because they're honestly one of my favorite wrestlers in the industry. For the female, of course, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. But my wrestler in the whole entire industry of wrestling, this counts AEW, New Japan, WWE, ROH, all of it, is Seth Rollins. Yeah, Seth Rollins is my favorite wrestler. I don't know if I said that before. Getting off task once again, off track. Let me get back on. But yeah. But like I was saying, also Aleister Black, he's also one of my favorites as well. I thought about putting him up there, but I like Drew McIntyre more. I just think Drew's more talented. But Aleister Black, I think it's time for this guy to start putting him in title contentions. And in my opinion, at WrestleMania, this guy needs to be in a match for the WWE Championship. And not against Kofi Kingston, against Randy Orton. Man, when you ask me who is the next Randy Orton of the industry, Aleister Black. When he delivers his black mask, the black mask, it's out of nowhere. Just like the RKO, out of nowhere. And we have seen so many slow motion replays of Aleister Black delivering these black masks. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, he actually connects on them sometimes. I can't imagine how it is for his opponents on the receiving end. The guy's great. He is great. And WWE, you cannot mess up this character. You can't. Please, I beg. I'll get on my knees right now if I have to. Don't mess up this character. The same also for The Fiend. Please don't. Please. This Aleister Black is great. He is really good. Now, if they make him a heel, I wouldn't be surprised if they mess up the character. I wouldn't. For some reason, I don't know why, I just wouldn't. But as a babyface, I can see this character actually succeeding on the main roster. It could succeed either way. It just depends on how WWE books it. I don't think as a heel he would succeed on the main roster because of, you know, past WWE bookings. You know how that is. And next here was Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Mandy pins Alexa after a new tag team finisher Similar to, yeah, Undisputed Era's high-low. Yeah, when I saw that, it actually really reminded me of the Undisputed Era, like what they do. And the finish was set up by Alexa getting distracted when Mandy and Nikki were fighting on the outside, giving Sonya enough time to get to the knees up when Bliss went for the Twisted Bliss. Now, Idiot of the Night, congratulations. Yes, congratulations. Alexa Bliss, you're the recipient of the Idiot of the Night. Why would you just look at what's happening in the outside when you have Sonya Deville beat and you're about to deliver your Twisted Bliss, and then you're looking outside like, duh, like okay, yeah, Mandy Rose and Nikki Cross are fighting, I get it. Still deliver the finisher and then pin, and if they break it up, they break it up. But now you have Sonya Deville out of the match even out longer because you just delivered your finisher to her. It's comments. I don't understand that. Why would you just stare at what's happening? You should, just deliver the move. But that's booking 101. So that's something I just didn't understand. It's looking like Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are going to be getting a shot now at the titles. Once again, champions losing on TV. That's another big issue. Champions should never be losing on TV. Maybe once in a while it's okay, but WWE on the main roster has this thing of having these champions lose. I remember the Revival, and most of the times it's also with tag teams. Most of the time it's with them. But yeah, that's either way. If it's mid-card, tag teams, whatever, doesn't make sense to have your champions lose. It just doesn't. Now, next here was backstage once again. So, yeah, Samoa Joe, he sees Chad Gable. He starts making fun of his height. And as soon as that happened, I was like, damn. My King of the Ring tournament bracket just got destroyed because I had a feeling Chad Gable was going to win as soon as that happened. Because, the motivation. Then next here is the Randy Orton promo. Randy says that in 2 weeks, Clash of Champions happens. And that's when WWE Universe will have a new champion. It is also the time that he proves how Kofi Kingston is a fraud. After a recap package, Orton calls out Kofi Kingston to the ring. So yeah, the New Day music hits. I'm thinking like, okay, so he didn't come out yet, so I'm saying, please don't, oh God, please don't tell me that Kofi's not going to come from behind, hit him with the chair, the same thing as last week. So I actually didn't think the Revival were going to drag out Kofi. It was, that's what actually had transpired. They bring him into the ring, and Randy's telling him like when they have Kofi in the ring, Randy has the Revival holding Kofi, and he grabs Kofi by the hair, and he's like, I'm going to beat you in front of your family, your friends, your loved ones, all that stuff. And Kofi fights back, but the numbers are too much. The segment ends with Kofi taking the Super RKO. I'm loving this faction. I'm loving it. As you all know, I am a big fan of factions, and like to see the Revival paired alongside with Randy Orton, this is great. This is great for them, and I'm loving this. I do expect Randy Orton to win the Clash of Champions, but I wouldn't be surprised if WWE somehow does a double countout or a disqualification to prolong this rivalry. I really hope they don't. It's fine right now where it is. Just give Randy the title. That's it. You don't really need a rematch, and they'll probably do a rematch, but you don't really need one. I do expect, to be honest, I expect more matches down the road, but do I think that's needed? No, not at all. So next here was Andrade versus Chad Gable. This was a really good match. This is one of the King of the Ring tournament matches that, that of course stand out. We've had plenty of those throughout the tournament, and this was one of them. So before the match, Lena gets on the mic. She puts over Gable. Like, she tells him how, she's like, oh yeah, you can win the tournament, but you're not because Andrade is in it. And yeah, Gable wins via pinfall after reversing a roll-up with his own roll-up. So, excuse me. All right, so Gable. Gable is a very good wrestler, in my opinion. He's really good, and I don't think they really give him as much time on the mic that he should get. And I feel like his promos are way too scripted. If you give this guy more freedom, people will grow a better connection with him. He doesn't really have that much of a character on TV. In my opinion, he just looks like a business guy. I don't know why. I see him and I see, ever since he cut his hair, he looks like a businessman for some reason. I don't know. So that's just me, though. I don't know about you guys. Tell me what you think in the comments, what you guys think about Chad Gable. As of right now, tell me if I'm just wrong about it. Try to convince me. I just don't. I'm a fan of Chad Gable. I am. But Andrade should have won this match. But I am happy to see a guy like Chad Gable get this opportunity, because this is what the King of the Ring tournament is supposed to do. Give guys like this opportunities, guys like Andrade, Chad Gable, like I said earlier in the video, etc. But yeah, in this match, freaking Andrade delivered that reverse elbow, the reverse back elbow that he does, and when he landed it, I said, Jesus Christ, he might have broken a tooth, or for sure this guy's going to be bleeding. And as soon as the match ends, you can look at Gable outside of the ring, and he, like, his teeth, like, I think it was his front right side of the teeth were bleeding, and I wasn't surprised at all. Chad Gable delivered that monstrous freaking, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot the name now. Great. Oh my God. Now I'm going to Google this. I can't believe I forgot the name. Guys, look. It's 11:10 right now from where I am, alright? I'm sorry, cut me some slack. Oh, man. Oh, German suplex. I didn't even have to Google it. I'm sorry, okay? Cut me some slack, I'm sorry. So, yeah, Chad Gable delivers his German suplex. And that thing that he does is great. Like, where he reverses his opponent, then delivers a suplex. It's just great. Magnificent. And you see Chad Gable, when he delivers it, Selena Vega being the great manager ringside, you know, being always great for Andrade Cien Almas, and when she does that every time, it just seems to work. And in NXT, she was so good at it, so good. And she would always get her, she'll do the Hurricane Rana. I remember she did it to Drew McIntyre, she did it to Johnny Gargano. I want to see more of that on the main roster. You just don't have to do the generic, distract the referee, and then there you go. But yeah, Chad Gable does win. Right decision. I would have had Andrade win, but instead they decided to go with Chad Gable. And yes, either or would have been the right decision. I would have, like I said, I would have picked Andrade, but Chad is also, I'm cool with that because he's getting an opportunity, and that's what the tournament's meant for. So next here was Aleister Black versus Shelton Benjamin. Quick and easy match. Aleister Black wins via pinfall with the black mask. I already touched base on what I feel about this guy. He should be fighting Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. That's what needs to happen. This guy is great. Give this guy more TV time, and you're going to see how many people latch onto him. Oh, I saw his work in NXT, and I said, this is a superstar. And I have a feeling Vince is really high on Aleister Black. But I wanted to touch base on the King of the Ring tournament once again, because I forgot to cover this. So, I have the bracket right here pulled up. And let's just say, my bracket got absolutely destroyed. It got freaking chokeslammed into another dimension. So, I had I had Samoa Joe winning, beating Cesaro. That was right. I had Drew McIntyre beating Ricochet. Wrong. I had Cedric won. Got that one right. I actually had The Miz winning. Wrong. Kevin Owens versus Elias. I had Owens winning. Wrong. Ali versus Buddy Murphy. I actually had Buddy Murphy winning. Wrong. Chad Gable, I had winning. He won. Then Andrade won, but against Apollo Crews. But now, I at the end said it was going to be Drew McIntyre versus Andrade. I was wrong. You just hate to see it. Ah, man, I really thought that was going to be one of those guys. Now, it should be Samoa Joe, but it's probably going to be Baron Corbin. Just looking how WWE's track record, and I can tell they like Corbin. He's a good heel, but just doesn't make sense to have him win. But I hope Joe wins. That's who I have winning. If he doesn't win, well, hopefully it's Ricochet. As long as it's not Corbin or Elias, we're good. Guys, we're good. Don't worry. We're good. So, next here was Shinsuke Nakamura versus the local enhancement talent. I'm not even going to cover the match. I am going to probably rant right now on Sami Zayn. So, listen up here. WWE Creative, please revamp Sami Zayn. When he became a heel, everybody liked it. It was fresh. It was organic. Everybody loved it. But the thing is that if you're going to have him just lose matches on TV, what's the point? Because every time he talks now, it's annoying. I find Sami Zayn annoying. I used to be so high on this guy. When Daniel Bryan was out and injured, I had Sami Zayn being that next Daniel Bryan. It's not the case anymore. This guy just loses now every time. He's talking trash during the match with the mic, saying, you're gonna regret that. Tells the jobber this when he slaps Nakamura in the face, and Nakamura absolutely destroyed him. Wins, of course. So Nakamura wins via pinfall after a Kinshasa. So this isn't so like I was saying. Sami Zayn let's put him back as a babyface. Get these guys some momentum. Have him off of TV for a month or two. have him gain, like I said, gain some momentum, win matches, put this guy. Could we give this guy a championship on the main roster? He has not won one championship yet on Raw or SmackDown. He has won the NXT title, but quickly lost it to Kevin Owens after, which was fine. NXT does great things. We all know this. It was the right decision to have Kevin Owens win at that time. But I want to pull up this fact for you guys. Because after that segment, I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. Sami Zayn deserves better. Please. Hashtag Sami Zayn deserves better. I don't know, I just thought of that hashtag right now in my head. Alright, so these are people that have won more titles on the main roster than Sami Zayn. Get ready. Make sure you're sitting down. Make sure you're sitting down. I am. Make sure you are, because this is crazy. Drake Maverick, R-Truth, Bo Dallas, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Braun Strowman, Elias, Titus O'Neil, Kelly Kelly, Mike and Maria Kanellis, Eric Rowan, Heath Slater, and ready for this one? Jinder Mahal. All these people have won a title on the main roster more times. I'm not saying in total, of course. Each of these individuals have won more titles than Sami Zayn on the main roster. Let that sink in. I'm done here covering that. Sami Zayn deserves better. That's all I gotta say. That's all I have left regarding Sami Zayn. So, after that was so Nakamura and Zayn leave. The B team run into the, that's right, my bad, I forgot. So yeah, the B team, it was Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas rolls up Maverick to become the new 24/7 champion. You know all that is, chaos in the back. Rowan. Bo Dallas pins, Maverick. And, after the Zayn and Nakamura segment, B team run into the ring. Maverick rolls up Dallas, and then R-Truth is hiding in, like, by where the chair is for the King of the Ring, and he basically goes to Maverick, rolls him up 1, 2, 3, 14-time cruiserweight. I said cruiserweight, Jesus. 14-time 24/7 champion. Yep. So yeah. No, of course there's more to that, but like I was saying, yeah. So R-Truth has more. Oh yeah, that's right. R-Truth also has more championships in one day than Sami Zayn has had in his whole career on the main roster. Let that sink in, please. Same thing goes to Drew Maverick as well. Drake Maverick. But yeah, just let that sink in. Okay, I'm done with the Sami Zayn rant. I'm done. Alright? So yeah, Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns at the end. Bryan's coming to the ring for an apology, right? He's already there. Reigns is coming down, then Rowan attacks him. When Rowan attacks Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan is in the ring in shock. He's asking Rowan, why are you doing this? He beats the living hell out of Reigns, throws him against the stairs. Then he gets him on the other side of the ring. He also hits him once again with the steel steps. Bryan comes in the aid of Roman Reigns because Rowan is destroying the announcement table. He wants to put Reigns through it. Grabs Bryan by the head right here and throws him right through the announcement table. That's how the show ends. At this point, there's no way Bryan and Rowan are faking this. I thought after the push that Rowan gave to Bryan, I thought they were just going to both jump Reigns and like play around with the crowd, like, you know, get the crowd thinking, oh wait, whoa, Bryan might go back to being a face. And that's actually something I want to see now. But yeah. So I actually want to touch base on this once again regarding the Sami Zayn rant. Look, it's not that I'm mad about it or anything. I just think it gets to a point that this guy deserves better. Like, I just think he deserves better. I love WWE. And I respect the hell out of Vince McMahon. I really do. What he's done for the industry is great. And I understand why they do certain things. And I get that they don't want to push Sami Zayn now. But it gets to a point that it's too much already. That's why. And the reason why I wanted to touch base on that once again is because I don't want people commentate, oh, but like, you know, what is WWE going to do about it? Like, why would you think that they got to change that? That I just said it right now. Gets to a point where enough is enough. That's it. So, that is your Tuesday night SmackDown live review. I really hope you enjoyed the video. To be honest, I think this is actually the best video that we've done yet. Last one, I told my friend Jamar from Honor Sports Day Media. I was like, look, I think, I sent him a text, last night was the best show that we did. Matter of fact, I think this night was the best show. And you know what? The next one's going to be better. And then the next one's going to be better. We get a better day by day. Take it a day at a time. So, day at a time. So yeah, everybody, make sure you super kick that subscribe button. Make sure you put notifications on. Give that like button an elbow drop from the top rope. And, of course, leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. Tell me what you think about Sami Zayn. Excuse me. If you think Daniel Bryan's a face now, what Bayley had to say. Is she a heel? Because she kind of still looked very goody two-shoes. I expected a completely different character today. But tell me what you thought about Bayley. And, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. My Instagram and Twitter are down below in the description. Like I said, you gotta subscribe. You don't have to. You just, come on. It's a smart thing to do. Come on now. Come on. Share this to your friends. I'm coming, baby. I'm here on YouTube now, bringing the wrestling content. I'm not only going to be doing that, though. I'm going to be doing so many more things also with Modern Sports Day Media. This is just we haven't even gotten started. We're just getting our feet wet, all right? This is big things now here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's put a goal. I want to see if you guys can do this. Let's see. 40 likes. Nah. You know what? Let's aim high. Always aim high. 40 likes. I'm setting the goal up high. Can you guys do it? Can you guys do it? Give me 40 likes. Let's see if you guys can do it. I want the 40, all right? And let's get above 120 views, all right? Come on. We did in the first episode over 180 views. Come on now. Coming for YouTube. I know that big things are going to happen here. Big things. Thank you, everybody. God bless you all. And have a fantastic and glorious week. Take care.